The universe is a set of ecosystems which interact with one another. Any ecosystem is part of a larger one, and any intervention on an ecosystem will influence the others. These ecosystems are fragile. That's why the misuse of chemical molecules has collateral impacts, sometimes even adverse effects. The antibiotic resistance caused by the massive use of antibiotics in livestock farming is one example. Ultimately, our production model feeds a complex system, the gut. Just as with this chicken, our digestive system is our largest area of contact with the outside world. And our enteric ecosystem contains 10 times more bacteria than the total number of our cells. We're influenced by what we eat. Actually, what we should do is not only feed this ecosystem, but also we need to favour food that keeps it healthy. And that means finding ways of nourishing beneficial bacteria. Recent research has shown that our gut is a brain, our second brain with 200 million independent neurons. Our small intestine is a concentrate of intelligence, the equivalent of that of a small pet. A significant part of our neuronal activity occurs in the gut. Nutrition will help to regulate the balance of the enteric nervous system and even the central nervous system. Synaptic receptors react to any stimulation. They regulate and send information. For instance, the neuromediator called serotonin is produced by the digestive tract. Conveyed by the vagus nerve, it influences our desires, our emotions. Therefore, we can influence our nervous system by what we eat, by changing our enteric ecosystem in direct connection with our brain. Acting on this balance means acting on our body in general. Being the primary organ of our digestive system, but also an ecosystem, an enteric nervous center, and last but not least, the main organ of our immune system, the gut also provides the largest area of contact with the outside environment. These areas of contact, which in men or pigs can be as large as a tennis court, must ensure the proper supply of nutrients and at the same time manage the reaction to pathogens, toxins, and parasites. The lights in the digestive tract are these sensors, which can communicate thanks to immunity-specific cellular receptors. They're everywhere, and they call lymphocytes and macrophages to their assistance. While today priority is still given to chemistry, to antibiotics in particular, from now on we know that algae extracts can have a favourable influence on our digestive ecosystem. Algae has a probiotic effect, encouraging the development of such benign microorganisms. It's been proven that algae extracts can stimulate certain receptors in the enteric central nervous system. The stimuli are transmitted to the central nervous system and can influence a number of neuronal activities: our emotions, our desires, The enteric immune system's receptors, dendritic cells, can be activated by algae extracts, which they fix, then transmit to lymphatic ganglions. This will help to generate defensive immune cells, lymphocytes. These cells will then be diffused throughout the organism to defend against potential invaders like harmful bacteria by phagocytosis. We do not consider man as such. We look at him in a general way, as an element belonging to an ecosystem, among an infinity of ecosystems which influence one another. Why create artificial molecules which are a source of imbalance for these ecosystems, since everything we need already exists? By replacing additives, pesticides and antibiotics by this natural element, algae, along the entire food chain, their benefits for our nutrition and health would be considerable. We're a mere element of an ecosystem which surrounds and at the same time inhabits us.